All right, guys, it's KJM, and I'm back with the final review for June weddings, which was Make Me a Match. Okay, Make Me a Match, as far as I can remember watching Hallmark, is its first official Indian wedding Hallmark movie. Now, Hallmark has teased a little bit about sharing some of Indian culture with us. As you know, they have Nazneen Contractor, who is in both A Winter Getaway with Brooks Darnell, and she is also in A Perfect Pairing, which are two of my favorite movies. And in those movies, she has Indian parents. We get a little sneak peek of the culture, but we really don't get the full feeling. So when I saw the preview for Make Me a Match, I got super excited. I was like, let's see what Hallmark is about to do. So at first, when I saw the lead actress, Eva Bourne, I was like, what in the gringo is going on here? Why did we not have an Indian female lead? But once they put the storyline together, then it all made perfect sense. So Eva plays Vivi, and she works for an online dating app. She actually used the app, met her boyfriend on there, dated her boyfriend for about a year and a half. So in her mind, they're going to be engaged maybe in the next 6 months. So she's like, yes, this app is working for me. I'm not only the client, I am the player president. That's basically what Vivi was saying. Until she finds out her boyfriend is cheating and they break up. Now, Vivi's trying to figure out why the online dating app did not work. So she goes to marketing, and then she finds out that the app really only works for about 20% of the people. I think that was the number. Either 12% or 20%, but very low. And that they actually make a lot of their money off of repeat people that join the app trying to find love. So Vivi is mortified by this. And her friend Neela, they really decide they need to do something about this. In comes a commercial as they're sitting in one of the boardrooms where Raina is an Indian matchmaker, but she has a twist. So for those of you that don't know, Indian matchmaking is generally not about love. It is more about there's a caste system. This is what I understand from my Indian friends. So if I'm incorrect, somebody please, please let me know. But I've had Indian friends that have had arranged marriages, and I've had Indian friends that have found the love for themselves. Usually the men get more freedom to find love on their own. Usually for the women, arranged marriages are generally pushed, but it's different from family to family. But in general, their marriage system, even if you watch 90 Day Fiancé and you see like Jen and Rishi, and you see Jenny and Sumit, one of the big things about those cultures is that they want a young woman to be paired with their sons. That young woman is going to live with her new in-laws. She's going to cook, she's going to clean. It's very traditional. So they were not accepting of older white women being paired together with their sons. And you see that the culture isn't so much about love as it is being compatible in different types of ways. Okay, but that's a different show. That's 90 Day Fiancé, and I'm not doing 90 Day Fiancé. I'm doing Make Me a Match. So Vivi and Neela see the commercial where Raina is advertising being an Indian matchmaker, and now she's branching out and doing matchmaking for other cultures. Enters her son, Boom, played by Rushi Kota, who is absolutely just, very good looking. Okay. And he's helping his mother with her business plan so that they could branch out and be modern and not lose more money to online dating. So they want to put couples together that are in love. So love is a big thing for Raina. That's her thing. And so Vivi sees this and she says, I want to work with Raina. And she goes and she meets with them. And basically they decide to take her on as a client. I actually think she's their first non-Indian client. And Vivi is going to take all the research that she learns from Raina and Boom, and she is going to go back to her online dating company, and she's going to help people find love permanently. Well, it turns out that online dating, a lot of apps don't want you to find love permanently, which just makes sense because they make their money off of repeat people, like I said. So the relationship didn't work out. Now I'm back on the dating app. I'm back on Hinge, or I'm back on Match. And I'm like, dear God, find me someone with a pulse that's breathing that isn't a serial killer. Basically, that's how it is. So now Vivi's giving it a try. She's trying to leave all her statistical stuff behind, follow Raina and Boom's advice when it comes to dating. She ends up having 3 great prospects, but as time winds down, she's really left with 1. But here's the kicker. As she's following their rules, one of the things Boom and Raina really need to do is they need to meet Vivi's parents. Vivi's parents are always fighting. They have always been fighting since Vivi was little, and come to find out, they're just not matched well. We start to see Vivi, she's paying for them to go to couples therapy because she wants her parents to get along with her future in-laws. And for the matchmaking industry, seeing disharmony between your parents really gives them an idea of, what the families are going to be like put together. So basically, Raina's let it be known, you don't just marry the person. When it comes to Indian matchmaking, the families are actually getting married, which is, like I always said, like if there's a mother-in-law out there for me, I really hope I get a great mother-in-law. One that really understands that, like, I love her son and that, I'm going to put it down for her son, but that's a different time and that's another place. And I'm always going to have his back. So it's good to see the dynamics of the family, but we find out that Vivi's parents really are getting a divorce because they are just not compatible and they're tired of the arguing. This kind of weighs on Vivi because she's trying to find love. And while she's going on all these dates, her and Boom are actually falling in love with each other. And was there ever chemistry in this movie? There was so much chemistry. But the best part to me was the last 10 minutes of the freaking movie. After these two decide that they're going to get together, Vivi has a traditional Indian wedding. And baby, they chose the right white girl for the job because she was a stunning bride. I love seeing the Indian wedding traditions. I wanted to be dressed up in my sari. I wanted to have my henna. I mean, I may be looking for an Indian guy to get married because the traditions itself blew me away. Now, some Hallmarkies complain that this movie didn't explain the traditions like the wedding contract did. Like I said, if you're going to explain everything without going off of a feeling, it's going to kill some of the writing. I didn't understand everything that was happening at their wedding, but it was so freaking beautiful and colorful that I was literally cheering for them and crying at the same time. Did I mention that I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10? A 10 out of 10. Okay, Hallmark, for your first Indian wedding, it was beautiful. Now, what I want you to do is for next year's June wedding, go to the continent of Africa, pick a country, because baby, Indian weddings, African weddings, and depending on what country in Africa, they are so elaborate. So go ahead, go on over to the continent of Africa, and I suggest you guys do the same thing with June weddings next year, where it's different cultures every single new movie in the month of June, because I really did enjoy this June weddings. I thought it had its little ebbs and flows for making its first comeback, but it was really good. And then we see Boom and Vivi at their reception in traditional American wedding clothes, the white dress, the tux, and I thought it was such a good blend of both cultures. And let me tell you, Eva Bourne, you made a stunning bride, but especially in your Indian attire, you were the right woman for the job. You were the right woman for the job, and I just love this cast. To Eva, to Rushi, I'm just going to tell you guys, you did an amazing job, and I would like a follow-up to this movie, okay? That's Make Me a Match. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, and I love the taste of it. I want to learn more about Indian culture, and maybe you guys can give Nazneen Some warm movies. She's always in winter movies. A Perfect Pairing is in the winter. A Winter Getaway is in the winter. She's an Indian actress, or at least she plays that role. And I would love to see her, give her something spring, summery, or fall. You know, get her out of the snow and teach us more about Indian culture. All right, guys, stay tuned for my next review. Make Me a Match. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It was just beautiful, and truly, this movie made me believe in love. And the chemistry was off the chain between the two leads. And I'm out.